Most of us know our zodiac sign, right? We read our daily horoscope, we kind of nod along with the basic personality traits. But what if I told you that's only like half the story? What if the real key to who you are, your greatest potential, is hiding in the part of your sign you know absolutely nothing about? Okay, let's get into it. So I'm going to ask you straight up. Do you really know your sign? I mean, beyond the surface level stuff, beyond all the funny memes. Do you know the hidden, complex parts that make you, you? Because trust me, there's a whole other side of you just waiting to be discovered. And that other side, well, that's what we call your shadow self. Now, hold on, this isn't about your bad side or something to be scared of. Nope, we're talking about a massive source of untapped power. It's the key to your personal growth that's been hanging out just off stage your whole life. So, to really get a handle on the shadow, we first have to understand the light. Your zodiac sign is this incredible, complex, cosmic archetype, and it's basically built from two main ingredients, its element and its modality. First up, the elements. These basically define your core vibe. You've got the fire signs full of that creative, passionate energy. Then there are the earth signs, keeping everything grounded and practical. Air signs, they're the thinkers, the social connectors, and of course, the water signs, deeply intuitive and emotional. Just think of this as the kind of fuel your sign runs on. Then you've got the modalities, which describe how you use that fuel. Cardinal signs, they're the ones who get things started, the initiators. Fixed signs are the sustainers. They're the ones who keep the momentum going and see things all the way through. And the mutable signs, they're the adapters, super flexible and amazing at navigating change. When you put your element and your modality together, boom, that's your unique cosmic blueprint. All right, now that we've got that foundation laid, it's time to meet the real star of the show. Let's pull back that curtain and finally say hello to your shadow self. This quote from Lemon 8 just nails it. The shadow self isn't some evil twin living inside you. It's all those unconscious patterns, those hidden fears and traits that we all have. They're the things that kind of run the show in the background, often without us even realizing it. The parts of ourselves we tend to push away or pretend aren't there. And this is the most important part, so listen up. The whole point isn't to destroy your shadow. It's to bring it into the light. Because when you finally acknowledge and understand these hidden parts of yourself, you unlock this incredible potential for healing, for real transformation, and for some serious growth. Okay, time to get specific. What does this shadow actually look like for each sign? We're going to do a little rapid-fire round here, going through each element to uncover the 12 big shadow challenges. Ready? Let's start with the fire signs. We're talking Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Their biggest strength, their passion, can sometimes get out of control. For Aries, the impulsive warrior can just steamroll over everyone. For Leo, the attention-seeking diva might need constant praise to feel good. And for Sagittarius, the reckless wanderer could end up running away from any real responsibility. It's all about that fiery energy when it's not checked. All right, next up, the earth signs. Their best quality, stability, can sometimes turn into pure rigidity. You've got the Taurus, stubborn materialist, who can get completely stuck in their ways. Then there's the Virgo, critical perfectionist, who gets totally paralyzed because nothing is ever good enough. And the Capricorn, cold workaholic, they might put success above everything, including people. Now for our air signs. Their amazing intellect can sometimes become cold and detached. The Gemini deceptive trickster can struggle with being consistent or seem two-faced. The Libra people-pleasing manipulator will do anything to avoid a fight. And the Aquarius detached rebel can get a little bit of a superiority complex, which ends up pushing people away. And last but not least, our deep emotional water signs. When their sensitivity isn't managed, it can almost become a weapon. The Cancer, overly emotional caretaker, might use guilt trips to get what they want. The Scorpio, controlling shadow master, is terrified of being vulnerable, so they become super secretive. And the Pisces, escapist dreamer, might just check out of reality altogether to avoid anything difficult. Okay, so you've just met your shadow. I know it can feel a little intense, but here's the good news. This is where the real work, and honestly, the real reward begins. This is your path to becoming whole. I need you to remember this. This isn't a battle. You can't just fight your shadow and win. The only way forward is through integration. It's about understanding why these traits are there, what they've been trying to protect you from, and then learning how to use their underlying energy for something good. This chart here, It's basically a roadmap from shadow to strength. Just look at how it lays everything out. You have the shadow challenge, the healing path, and then the amazing outcome once it's integrated. For example, look at Libra. The shadow of passive aggressiveness is healed by standing in truth. And what does that become? Authentic balance. Or Scorpio. Their toxic control can become the alchemy of intimacy just by learning to be vulnerable. See? This is the magic of self-awareness. And this slide just shows it perfectly. It's like a before and after. On the left, you've got Virgo's shadow, the critical perfectionist, always finding fault. But after walking that healing path of learning to accept imperfection, it transforms. On the right, it becomes refined usefulness. It's the same sharp analytical skill, but now it's used to help people, to serve, not to tear things down. That is what integration looks like in action. So, as we start to wrap this all up, let's just zoom out for a second. This whole process, it's not just about pointing out your flaws. It's about finally claiming your full, authentic, and incredibly powerful self. You know, at the end of the day, astrology, and especially this shadow work stuff, is one of the best tools we have for getting to know ourselves. It gives us a language, a framework, for understanding our own messy, beautiful complexities. It's not about putting you in a box. It's about giving you the keys to break out of the boxes you've put yourself in. I want to leave you with this one last thought. Your shadow isn't something to be ashamed of. Not at all. It's actually a messenger. It's pointing a giant, glowing arrow at the exact parts of you that are ready to be healed, ready to be integrated, and ready to become your greatest source of strength. So, the only question left is, what is your shadow telling you?